Okay, and we are back for our MotoGP sprint race. Who you placing your bets on for this one?
You know what? I like Sharp Jenna here. He again. I'm a little biased, teammate from last season, but he's just someone that's got cool race pace when it comes down to it. He's aggressive. He'll put the move on, and he'll make it stick most times, more times than not.
That's a good start. That is a
Great
good start.
launch-up.
Of course, turn one can get a little dicey.
Yep. Anybody goes wide and puts himself in a spot where he can't really fight back. And Black Jesus comes across the line, holds it well for turn two. There was contact, two riders back there. I think it was Smokey and Hot Dog, but it looks like they're both still maintaining. A couple riders off tracks through the S's.
S's are tough, you know. There's
Yep. Picking up some time penalties here off track limits. And fantastic. I love the camera work coming down through this section. Turn 10 and 11, just fantastic.
That's a great area of the track. It's tough. It's gutsy.
Romham looked really good on the brakes there. Let's see if he gets the drive coming out of it. Looks like he goes wide. Several bikes going wide there on the curb. Going to kill their drive, so should see, Sharp and Black Jesus building up a little bit of a gap.
Really fighting on those brakes, but nobody's really budging. That's
Contact, Rumham, Smokey coming out of 12. Yeah, the brakes work so well on the GP bikes in this game that you can really, really play around with them, especially going to turn like 12 in this game. It's a lot of fun, especially with the bumps. The rear end can get loose. You can slide the bike from one end to the other and really make a good spectacle out of it. Well, Rumham cutting the inside curb there on 17. We talked about that bump earlier in the qualifying.
Yeah,
we're seeing it come through here.
All right, that's a lot of latency.
It's Sharp's going to be a tough one to watch from the latency aspect. There we go. Smooth and steady from the look back in. Black Jesus. Look at that helmet. We got the helmet and the numbers working really well this time around. So this looks great.
Thanks, Milestone.
Thank you. And thank you to you, Nick. I mean,
oh, you mean for taking a very particular shutdown procedure for the console? Yeah, that's
It is a spicy code. Oh! It looked like he was backing it in.
That was very sideways. I can't tell if that was latency or if that was
I think it was a little
raw skill.
I'm going to give him some style points for it regardless. But he also did a good thing there. You saw that he that weird line, it took him a little bit over the curb, and he cut a little bit, but he didn't push the envelopes. He still gave Black Jesus the space, but not there. He sees the space and takes it. Black Jesus making a mistake coming down to 10.
Time for the drag race.
On the brakes. Yes. A little bit of contact in the backdrop there, McCargo Smokey. But, I mean, look at this, coming down through sector 3 now.
That was still a mistake. Still a mistake.
Yep. The entire field is on the straight, so it's still a pretty tight and open racing.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, let's go back to Smoke Tits.
He's looking to make a move. Real tight on McCargo here. I think this is one of the better sections for McCargo, though. It's actually coming out around through 13, 14, 15.
That is, in my opinion, the toughest part of this track. As Smokey's going for a move up the inside.
Yeah, 16 through 17. Yeah, what a great move. McCargo just allowed a little bit of space there.
Will he hold it through 19? Yes, it looks like he will.
Yeah, I think he felt a little bit of pressure there and knew that Smokey was there. Great pass. Yeah, gotta give a little note here that it looks like Smokey, it was a late change from the Moody bike, and it looks like he still has those bright blue gloves and boots on for the LCRs. Exactly the worst look on the bike, but it wouldn't be my preferred look.
We're going to call it cotton candy hands.
He's got cotton candy, for sure. Hot Dog really close to McCargo here now as well. There's 2 tenths coming into the S's.
What a tough spot, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And the gap at the front, these guys in the first three spots are spread out a little bit, but Smokey, he kind of pulled into Ryan there a little bit. He might look for another move here. He made a great move in the third sector last lap. Let's see if he can close in on the straightaway with Rumham and look to set up again another sector 3 move. So a reminder for those tuning in, we do have this sprint race before the main event for the GP guys, and they're doing no tire wear, no fuel, added fuel. So this is truly like an absolute battle, time trial battle, fast to the fast.
Sharp and Black Jesus, a little bit of contact there. Don't know if you caught that.
Just the tail end of it. The camera angle is changing there.
They just wanted the same piece of real estate. Oh, McCargo dropping to last place. He must have had a crash.
Yeah, maybe coming down that straightaway in the 12. Yep, there's so
Pull
many
the
bumps there.
old Marquez.
Yeah. So many bumps in that section. And it's tough when you have other riders next to you as well when you're going down there in the 12. Very wide out the back from Smokey.
Look how close this top 4 is. Really nobody making ground on this drag race.
Wow. Some reprise here from the Cargo. Despite dropping back on turn 12, he's managed to get past 2 riders. I say that as he gets repassed again and drops a couple of tenths. Definitely some things happening in this pack of 3 riders, Coco, McCargo, and Hines.
And just as we go to look at them, they settle down. It's like they knew.
That's just, it is. And it's the nature of the S's. I think a lot of, these 3 riders, they want to be respectful of each other.
Oh, hit stick.
Majority of the S's are just single file.
Hit stick had it off. I don't quite recall where he was in the pack, but
he was just ahead of these guys. He was right there with Hot Dog.
Well, he's just behind those guys now.
Funny how that works. He just tucked in behind him now. Oh, at the front, the gap was closing a bit. Black Jesus up to Sharp. It was up 9 tenths before turn 11. Down that straightaway, Black Jesus able to make up a lot of ground. Really tight racing. Great racing right here. Yeah, the third sector is always fun to watch.
Oh, it's great. It's my favorite part of the whole track right here.
Absolutely.
Just lay it over and roll on it. You can be abusive with your right hand coming through those corners.
Oh, wait.
Yep, nope.
False alarm.
Yeah. Well, let's not.
It's so easy to find that button. For some reason, that one's an easy one to find.
Dude, it's like, and every time I have to double check reading it to make sure, am I ruining the entire race? No? Okay.
All right, we start the final lap here. We still got battle. 4 bikes here at the front, and we know things are going to get heated up a little bit coming down the straightaway. So, you don't need to make the pass early in this lap. You don't need to be super aggressive. Although it looks like Black Jesus says, I don't need your words of wisdom here, Cora.
Yeah, he's going to make that pass, and he's going to make it now.
Yeah. See, personally, I'd like to wait. I'd like to wait and set it up for the straightaway. I feel like if you can really get ahead of someone on the straight, and then you can make a block into 12.
Man, that's a long way to have to drag race, though.
Yeah. Really nice coming down through there.
I enjoy making passes right there. Coming down into 11, kind of block them. If you screw up your drive, that's fine, because you're screwing theirs up as well.
And it's a wide section of track there at 11 as well, right? Tightens up for 10, but then widens out for 11.
Yeah, it widens up, but turn 11 is narrower than it should be just due to the race line. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of... Basically, if you don't follow a tidy line or screw somebody else's line up with yours... Oh, not good!
I saw that happen, and he had a lot more speed than Sharp going into 13, and he had to check up. I think he got really aggressive on the brakes.
Oh, Rumham!
Off-track excursion, comes back on immediately, finds himself right into Smokey's bike. Looks like maybe Smokey took the blame on that one. It looks like he stopped.
Unsure.
He picked up a long lap for sure.
These guys are getting bumpy back here, too.
He's saying Rubbin's racing Hines. Move your ass out the way. Hines is going to push back, though, through 16, 17. Really force hit stick out to the green paint.
Oh, man, Smokey picked up a long lap, so unfortunately he's going to take that penalty.
Hit stick one. Oh, what a battle. These guys are going back and forth into the final turn. Who can stand the bike up and get it pushed down?
Oh, it's Hot Dog's bike rolling down across the track.
And it looks like the final results. We'll have to proceed through to see what it actually comes out to. What a finish!
That was a great finish. Look at that. What just happened?
Accelerated. Really
I don't know what just happened. We're gonna go with okay.
Well, we're back.
We are back. Man, look at that sharp taken P1. Congratulations, sir. Let's see if you can repeat that in the main. Black Jesus coming in second with the fastest lap of the race by, well, I was going to say a large margin, but look at Rumham, only about a tenth off. That is solid. Tepid Wiener, Smoked Tits, and Coco, Hitstick, Hines, and McCargo rounding out that pack. That is, man, that is shocking to see McCargo back that far, and Hines, honestly.
Yeah, I think Hines was putting a lot of eggs into the basket where he was hoping his teammate would really pull up the team points for this round. But, yeah, disappointing result from McCargo, but he had the pace. We knew he does, and have to pick his spots accurately for the main race where the points really, really matter. I think he'll have a really good shot, though. He's got good pace.
He sure does. He sure does. I'm not too concerned for any of them at this point. But what I am concerned for is our Moto2 crowd. Ooh, they got some big shoes to fill after seeing a sprint race like this.
They absolutely do.
So,
looking for some fireworks.
Oh, it's going to be good. You know it's going to be good. These guys never disappoint. So, we are going to take a quick break, build a Moto2 lobby, and then come back for our Moto2 race.